There is nothing worse than putting weeks and weeks of hard work into your Shopify store, and then you finally decide to launch your store and you're barely getting any visitors, let alone sales. So in today's video, I want to share with you 7 proven ways to market your Shopify store so you can generate 6 figures with your store this year. The first strategy you want to use is leveraging social media. At this point, you probably understand how powerful social media can be and also how addictive it is. If you have never looked at the screen time on your phone, I recommend that you do it because you're probably going to be shocked on how much time you really spend on social media. Now, the good news is your customers are on social media just as much as you are. So you definitely want to use social media to educate your target audience on your products in a very fun and creative way. Now, if you want to get the most eyeballs possible on your Shopify store, you definitely want to utilize short form content. Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts can really drive a lot of traffic to your Shopify store when done correctly. So some of the best short form style videos that I recommend that you try out are unboxing videos. Behind the scenes content does very well when you showcase your brand. You can also create content about how to use the product itself. You can interact with your customers and reply to comments. There is literally no need to recreate the wheel. Literally just study your niche and your industry, see what your competitors are doing, and just put your own flair on it. Now, the next strategy that I recommend is paid ads. Now, personally, this is one of my favorites because you can definitely scale a brand new Shopify store really quickly with paid ads. Also, paid ads can really quickly tell you whether or not you have a good product or not. Because if you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads and you're not generating sales, that means nobody wants your product. Now, if you're somebody that is brand spanking new to paid advertising, I recommend that you test your ads organically first, which means that you post the content that you want to run on ads just on your regular social media channels before you put any money behind it. Now, the reason why you want to test your content organically first is because you want to make sure that people will engage with the content, that it'll drive some views, some link clicks, maybe even some purchases before you put ad spend behind it, because you don't want to waste your money on a bad ad. If you didn't know, 60% of your performance actually comes from the creative itself. So if you have a bad creative, then your ads are not going to perform well. So you definitely want to make sure that you test your creatives first. Now, if you would like a full tutorial on how to run Facebook ads or TikTok ads, I'll link some of my favorite videos I've created down below. Now, the next strategy I recommend is SEO. SEO just stands for search engine optimization, and it is one of the best free traffic sources you can ever get. Google gets like 1 billion searches a day or something crazy like that. So imagine if your Shopify store sold iPhone cases and your store ranked #1 for the keyword iPhone case. Your Shopify store would be flooded with visitors on the hour, and you would probably never be able to keep anything in stock, which is an amazing problem to have. So a lot of Shopify store owners work really hard to try to rank first for the keywords of the products that they sell. So one of the best apps that I recommend that you try out, especially if you're new to SEO, is an app called Smart SEO. This app is very simple and easy to use, even if you're not super knowledgeable on SEO yourself. This app can definitely help you optimize your Shopify store so you can get the best chance of showing up in Google searches when someone searches for your particular product. The next strategy that people don't talk about enough is actually going offline. I get it, Shopify is an online store, but you don't have to do all of your marketing online. Shopify actually has a pretty decent POS system if you want to take your Shopify store on the road to different marketplaces or festivals. It definitely can feel intimidating to share your business with the world, especially face to face, but it can be a great way to get some real world feedback of your products Plus, this could be a great way to start to generate some word of mouth around your Shopify store. According to Nielsen, consumers are 4 times more likely to buy when being referred by a friend, so word of mouth can really produce some really high conversion rates. Now, the next strategy that I recommend that you use is working with influencers. Influencers promoting your product can really push your Shopify store over the edge and give your brand the validation that it needs. It also can be a great way to reach a target audience that you may have struggled to reach via other marketing channels. Now, finding the right influencer that you like and that aligns with your brand may be hard to find, but please do not rush the process. It is far better to work with the right influencer than to work with an influencer that doesn't really care about your brand or actually align with your brand values. More than likely, the campaign will fail anyway because an influencer's target audience wasn't in alignment with your brand in the first place. Now, to find influencers to work with, you can use websites like UpInfluence or Creator.co, or you can go directly to the TikTok creator marketplace as well. Now, when working with influencers, you always want to request a media kit. Now, the reason why you want to request a media kit is because you want to go over several metrics. The first being their engagement rate, and this just tells you how well their target audience responds to their content. You also want to analyze the influencer's demographic, age range, and location to make sure it is in line with your own brand, because if it's not, then that's obviously somebody that you wouldn't want to work with. The next proven strategy that you want to use is referral. Once you start to generate customers for your store, you definitely want to incentivize your most loyal customers as much as you can. The best way to do this is to implement some type of referral program. It's kind of like word of mouth on steroids. Now, the best strategy for this is to incorporate some type of double-sided referral program where you give both parties, the person that referred somebody and that's getting referred, a discount. This way, you reward your customers simply for rewarding somebody else, and it incentivizes potential customers to make their first purchase. Also, you want to make sure that your program is simplistic and easy to use, so you want to give your existing customers some type of discount code or a link to give to their friends. Now, there are plenty of Shopify apps that can help you create this program. I recommend that you check out Referral Candy. Now, the last strategy that I want to share with you is email marketing. And surprisingly, this is one of the best ways to generate sales for your Shopify store. And in this video right here, I show you how to use one of my favorite email marketing apps step by step.